Hey guys, Jano Zero. Let's skin a snake. He's not too big. He's a little copperhead. He's about 32 inches or so long. Looks like we caught him just after he had got something there in the wall. He's eating. So try to set the camera up here. And I got a staple on his tail. I got him on this plank here, this 2x6. I got a staple on his tail. And I got a staple up through his the top of his mouth. One to hold his fangs down while I'm working around him, and two to hold his head in place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the head, and I'm going to just the skin. I'm not going to split and gut him yet because I'm going to tan the skin. So as I work the skin off of him, I'm going to be stapling it to the plank so that I can salt it and dry it on this plank. And then we'll get the meat and we'll gut him here in a little bit, but I'll show you. So what we're going to do is, here, you know what? Yeah, you do this. You do the thing here. Get out the old handy dandy Randall's adventure training knife here. Gonna make me a cut right there. Try to get just the skin and split him right down the belly. On just the skin. I'm going very slow and being very careful because I want the skin to tan it. Kind of getting off my cut here. Alright. So now what I'm going to do, got me a little piece of it here worked out. Stretch it, staple it, stretch it, staple it, and I'm going to do that all the way down. It helps to have a really good sharp knife too whenever you're cutting through these scales. Oh, got him a little too deep. That's all right. Those are snakes. Those are baby copperheads. Those are, oh my God, we almost had us a big old mess in that wall there. That could have been really bad. Now we're gonna have to make sure that these ain't alive still. Anyway, what I'm gonna do, just run my fingers like this up and down. Stretch them out, staple them to the edge. Stretch them out,
that's why she was
staple them to the edge. Stretch them out, staple. Same thing on this side. Run my finger right down along through. Separate the meat from the skin. And that your finger will just slide right underneath it, just like that. And separate it all out. Now we want to make sure that these little guys that haven't been born yet or hatched or whatever, see these little eggs and egg sacs, We want to make sure that they are not alive, because even though they're babies, they're still poisonous. And poisonous snakes and fingers are a bad thing. So I'm pretty sure they're dead though. I'm going to split her all the way down. All the way down to the end, as far as we can get. Just like that. Like I said, just run your fingers underneath the skin. Like that, all the way down to the edge. Now, cut the head off right here. Set this aside for a second. And then the guts are real easy. You just do the same thing on the inside. You just come up here at the beginning, reach in there, grab everything like that, and just pull it right out. And you've got your cleaned out, ready to be thrown on a grill snake carcass. Take all these guts and all these little baby snakes. See, that would have been, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd have been 10 more copperheads living out there in that wall that could have gotten me or the little ones or the kids. But we are not going to waste these little snakes. We're going to use them for a catfish bait. Either catfish bait or chicken feed, one of the two. We don't waste anything. Now, take your skin. I'm going to stretch it out so we can throw some salt on it. Let it sit out in the sun and dry and tan it. And this will be hanging on the wall of the barn. We got what we call the menu. It'll be up there with the groundhog hide and the coon hide and the muskrat and the rabbit, all that stuff. That's what we call our menu wall. And she'll shrink up quite a bit too once she starts drying. And you don't got to worry about making her pretty right now. You're just drying it. This plank is just to dry the hide out. There we go. We got the hide nailed to the board. We're going to cut the head off. You got to be really careful with this head. Bury the head. When you cut the head off, dig a hole and bury the head. This thing will still get you. If you just cut the head off and throw it up in the weeds and one of the dogs steps on it or one of the kids steps on it, it's still got poison in them. So bury it. Bury the head. Remember that. Which is what we're going to do right now. Got my shovel. About a good 6 inches or so in the dirt. Take the head, put it in, buried it, and it's gone. That way we know nobody's going to get nailed with that head. Alright, so there we go, y'all. There's our clean dressed Appalachian copperhead snake. Here in a little bit, we're going to get back with you. We'll show you putting this thing on the grill, throw some barbecue sauce on it. The hide here, I'm just going to rub some salt in the inside of the hide, set it out here on the wall in the sun, and let it start tanning. When everything's all said and done with that, I'll let you see it when the finished project. But here in a minute, we're going to start cooking this bad boy up to add it to dinner. Woo! Alright, guys, there's our snake. I just put a little bit of seasoned salt, a little bit of garlic salt, or a little bit of garlic powder, and some pepper on him. We're just going to take him and put him on the grill here. And yes, I'm using my propane grill today. We've been planting, we've been doing yard stuff, and I'm tired and it's getting late, and didn't feel like building a fire to cook on the outdoor oven over there. So I figured I would have a lazy day and use my propane. Yeah, and I realize it's being lazy, but don't give me no crap. Alright, so we're going to put the snake on the grill and grill him up, and then once he's done, we're going to throw, we got some pork steaks we're going to throw on there and cook them up here directly. But we're going to just cook this. It shouldn't take more than just a couple of minutes. So we're going to put him on the grill there. I'll get back with you here directly when he's done. Alright, y'all, we've been, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 minutes here on the grill. The snake is looking good. It's smelling good. We're going to put some barbecue sauce on here now, all over him, kind of dress him up a little bit. Sorry about all the crappy camera work here. I'm trying to do it all one-handed. This is the under part of the snake here. I'm going to fill it in with some barbecue sauce. And you know, all snakes are edible. All snakes are edible. So if you're out in the woods, you're hunting, and you happen to be hungry and you come across a snake, by all means, he can be your lunch. They're all edible. Poisonous or not poisonous. Alright, let's flip him over. Sauce the other side. And get him all delicious up here. There you go. Well, I bet you old SoCal over there at the Big Meat Sunday out there in Southern California could get some big old snakes out of Southern California and do him a pretty cool fancy snake cooking video. Hint, 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 hint. So, alright, we'll catch back up with you here in a minute when this is all done, and we're going to give it a try. And like I say, this is, you know, we don't waste anything out here in the hills. This is how we live. We don't kill animals because it's fun. We don't kill them for sport. We kill them and eat them. If you shoot it and you kill it, we expect you to eat it, and that's just how it is out here. So, like I say, here directly when this is all said and done, we'll give it a try, and I'll let you know how it tastes. Alrighty, here's our snake. I tore me off a piece here, and we're going to give it a shot and see how it comes out here. Now, there's a lot of little bones and whatnot on these things. But there's a pretty good chunk of meat that runs right down the spine, which would be like the back strap on any other kind of game animal. Like that there. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. That was a very bad Volpe impression. Sorry, Bev. Sorry, Howie. But it's pretty good stuff, y'all. Not a whole lot to them, but what there is to them is pretty tasty, and it's not bad. So there you go. Barbecued copperhead. Fat and happy in the hills. Questions or comments, feel free. Have a good evening. God bless. Man. Buzz, buzz. The end.